See this photo manipulation right here? I used several different stock photos to create this, so let me show you how it's done. Right guys, we are here in Photoshop, and in front of you you can see the sketch of the photo manipulation that we will create today. So basically in this idea folder we have annotation layer, sketch layer and the background, and you can see there are a lot of cave parts here. Then we have the cliff part, model, spaceship and the monument. So I will collapse this group and I will use a bunch of different stock photos to create that cave and to create the whole scene. So first of all, I want to create this cliff, and for the cliff I will use this cliff. Obviously for the cliff we will use cliff. I will use the quick selection tool here and quickly select the cliff. I think this is pretty cool, and now I will just press Ctrl or Command C and bring it here, Ctrl or Command V, and here we have the cliff. It's huge and I really like it. So I will create a layer mask, and I will quickly with the brush and with pretty hard brush, I will fast forward this. I will just clean up this a little bit. You can use pen tool, you can use whatever you want just to clean these edges a bit. Okay, so this is it, pretty fast process. And now I will bring the idea folder in front of everything, put it into the screen blending mode, perfect. And we will move the cliff right here. So this part of the cliff, this portion here, I want to modify a little bit. So I will make a copy of this layer, Control or Command J, and I have two parts of the cliff. I will group everything, Control Command G, and name cliff. Okay, go inside and I will use one of them. So let's see, this one will be somewhere here. Perfect. And it will be behind the main cliff. And this one will be right there, but I will go right click, apply layer mask on both. And I will move this one back to the group. Okay, and I will convert both of them to smart object. Okay, and let's see, this is the first one. Okay, what I want to do here, I want to go to filter and liquify, and I want to get rid of this pointy part, right? So just liquify it a bit, move it in and move this out, just to change the shape of the cliff a little bit. It's simple and easy. I will press OK, and here it is, we have it. And also about this, well, let's have this different shape because it's like a different part of the cliff. But what I will do with this one, I will go and just really quickly reshape according to my sketch. So I'll delete this, and for now let's say this is pretty okay. We can do something else. So I can make a copy of this one, Control Command J, and move it right here down below, somewhere here, why not, and create a layer mask, and with really soft brush, not that, sorry. So here, layer mask, and with the brush really soft. Let's see, let's go with this one. I will go just and erase here, actually just blend it with this cliff. So we can now hide the idea part, especially if I want the idea. I don't need this annotation layer. So this is pretty nice, and I'll show this part right here. We need to use a little bit harder brush, because what I want to do is to make this a little bit narrower compared to the top part, and it will be like cut it off like this. Okay, that's perfect, and the rest of it we can blend it really nicely. So I will fast forward this. Okay, now I will go back to the bottom part, and I see that I didn't made pretty good cut here. So again, let's go like that, and let's make some kind of a cut, something like this. It doesn't need to be perfect. This is a rock, so something like that is cool. And let's go back here and let's see one more time. Okay, one more time here, just to blend it a little bit better. I pretty much like it though. So let's bring back the idea. This is our cliff. It's pretty nice. Maybe to bring this one a little bit more up right there, and we can say it's good. Maybe we can blend this even more, and let's say this is pretty decent. Okay, now the harder part is to build the cave. It's really fun and easy to build it, and I will show you how to build a cave from different elements of the rocks, and also how to add a volumetric and that kind of mist smoke to make a little bit effect of depth, and that the cave is pretty huge. So for that we will go with this photo, Control A, Control C, and bring it back, Control or Command V. And the cliff needs to be in the front of everything, so I will move this out of the cliff and down. So this is perfect. I will go and let me see where I will put this. So definitely Control or Command T, let's make it smaller. And I will put it somewhere here. I think this is pretty decent. And also what we need to do is to cut off everything that is not the part of the cave wall, so something like that, and add a layer mask and invert the layer mask, Control or Command I. So this is the cave, and also I will a little bit with the brush, so B for the brush, go and clean up this bit. So fast forward again, I'm just painting about on this wall of the cave. Okay, so this is pretty cool. This is one wall right there. So let's add another one. This is really cool, and this will be the other part that will be above this one, and it's practically like this. It's looking cool. So let's see if I make it a bit bigger, just a bit bigger. I think this is cool. So here again, what I will do, I will go with quick selection tool, fast forward everything, and just quickly select this. Actually, I don't need to fast forward it. Okay, Alt or Option and create layer mask. So everything else will be, everything that is selected will be hidden. And now I will just refine the edges here so I can fast forward this a bit. Okay, so this looks pretty decent. Still doesn't look as good as it will be, trust me, this will be really cool. And also I want to go with a cliff, and let me see. I will add hue and saturation adjustment layer, go with some blue tone, with colorize and blue tone, and I will affect the whole group here. Okay, something like this is cool. So let's hide that, and also we'll do the same for the cave. So this is a cliff, these two elements makes cave, but okay, capital letters, it doesn't matter. I will make a copy of this by holding Alt or Option key and bring it back here, clip it to affect only the cave. This is pretty cool. And also what I want to do, I will go with this layer, Control or Command J, make a copy, Control Command T, right click, flip horizontal. And here what I want to do is to make this cut better. So I will put it right here, and I will hide the layer mask, actually delete layer mask, and use this part and make the selection better for this part, because I will need this. Okay, and refine it a little bit if I need to refine it somewhere. This looks pretty cool, and I will bring this part and behind the cave here, because this will be somewhere here. Also let's fill this with the black. Okay, so that's perfect. And this part right here is something that I like and I want to have here. And right click, apply layer mask, that's perfect. Right click, convert to smart object, and then I will go to edit and puppet warp. Okay, so we will puppet warp this a bit. So a few pins here and there, and let's move this somewhere here. Perfect. Okay, move these guys a little bit here, just to make impression that there is another layer of rocks right here. Not too much, but just a bit. Okay, let's see. This looks pretty cool. And I will press OK, and also I will create a layer mask here and just cut off this a bit. A little bit differently. Okay, like that. And here we have it. Also this part I want to cut a bit. Like that. That's perfect. And also let me see. If I make a copy of this, put it down just to see this sand part. So I will fill it with black and see if I can go with white brush and just fill here more sand like that. Okay, perfect. And this is the entrance here. And this looks pretty decent now. What I also want to do here is to split this part of the cave into the two parts. So let's try to select just this part. This is cool. I will press Ctrl or Command J just to copy this. So I didn't delete it, I just copied. And I will use the same layer mask right here. So to have this, I can also apply layer mask on both layers. All right, perfect. And let me see, we can go and use another part of the rock. So this right there. Okay, let's just select a portion of it. Let's try. Okay, Control Command C, go back right here and go about this one. And this is it. This is really cool. Let's make the cave like that. But this is not the point. So I will go back below everything and just put it in the group here and just put it like here in the entrance. And let's see, make it smaller. Control Command T. Just put it right there. Okay, perfect. So we have everything. Now is the time to add that depth and the volumetric and all these effects into the scene using my custom-made cloud dust smoke brush and all the layers that we made just because of that. So how we will do that? First of all, let's go to the cliff here. Okay, and what I want to do is to go with the curves above the cliff and just make the cliff darker. So everything that is closer to the camera will be darker. Everything that is further away from the camera will be brighter. And now let's go to the cave. First of all, we need to create, I will call it mist, okay, layer. And I will use my custom-made cloud dust smoke brush that you can get on my website. You have the link down there in the description. And what I will do, I will just paint here, okay? So the entrance is bright and we'll make it really bright. So almost completely white, this entrance part. Then I will change the color from white, from this, to a little bit more towards blue, something like that, okay? So here it will be that color. But also we need to create another mist layer. What is this? Okay, between these two elements, because now I'm painting on this, but not, see, I can paint on this, but not on this, and so on and so forth. So basically, what we can do, let's move it all above everything. And first, let's do like this. Okay. And I want to make it here a little bit more. And I can always have this as a selection if I want to cut some parts off. And here I will paint with the darker tones. So with the darker tones, something like this, I can paint here. That's cool. This is what I want to have. So as we go more into the cave, we will have darker tones. And I don't want darker tones on this part. So this is really cool now that we can create a layer mask and just go with this and fill it with the black. Okay, not here, not here, not here. I made a mess. We need to undo it. Sorry. So here we need to create another mist layer, dark mist. Okay, and here we will have this as a layer mask. Perfect. So that's it. And now we can paint dark part here. Okay, this is much better. So without affecting that part by accident, I pretty much like this. All right. And it's the same here. So we have this, we have this, and we have this. So here again, mist. And I want to paint just this part with my brushes. Okay. And with this separation, we can see that this is another layer of the cave and it is closer to the entrance. And that's perfect. Also, you can use just a regular soft brush if you're up to that, no problem. That's another option too. And also I will go right here and create another mist. And just go a little bit above, because I want also to have the impression that this rock right here is a little bit closer to the entrance than the cliff. Okay, so that's cool. And also I want this to make darker. And what I'm missing here is another thing. I don't like this part to be naked like this. So what I want back to this wall right there and go about this mist, right click, flip horizontal, and make it smaller. And I want to put it right there. So something like this. Like this is the extension of this wall right there, but we need to make it darker, obviously. So we can use exposure, clip it affect only that part, and make it darker. And also use really soft brush and blend it with this a bit better. Okay, now we'll paint that part too. So I love this blending part. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing because of this huge bright octabox, but let's go here. Let's say that this is pretty nice. And now I will create another mist layer. And I will paint some mist right here. Okay. Okay. So also with dark mist, we can create another layer. Dark mist, or whatever you want to call it. And we can go like this. This will be pretty dark here. Okay, I really like it. So this is it. We can make it even better, but I don't want to waste your time. You got the idea. And I'm not sure about this blend. It's not bad. It's not bad. Oops. I want to erase it a little bit. It's not bad. It can be better. But we need to invest more time with this. Oops. So this is not the point. So this is not the point to make it perfect. It's the point to show you how it's done. Okay, so let's cut this wall a little bit like this. I don't know, something like. It doesn't matter. It's completely personal preference how I want to do it. Okay, so I pretty much like this, and this is our cave. We can make the entrance even brighter, or not just brighter. We can go right there and see. Okay, this part right there, we can make it more bluish. So we can use this color, but a little bit more bluish. And I want to use my cloud dust brush here, like that. Why not? Okay. So I pretty much like this. This is really cool cave. We started from a bunch of different stock photos and we ended up with this. So now everything else is a matter of populating with the astronaut, spaceship, and the monument. Alright, let's bring the spaceship in. And I want to put it all above everything. Not in the cave, not there. So above not in the idea, come on. So here, all right, that's perfect. So we have a spaceship and I want to make it smaller. I have this spaceship as a 3D model, so I'll just position it somewhere here. Okay, maybe it's a little bit small. So let's see, but I want to make it small so that the impression of the cave is that the cave is huge. So maybe something like that. Okay, let's bring the astronaut. And the astronaut is actually a model from Envato Elements, and now is the right time to mention that Envato Elements is the sponsor for today's episode. So if you don't know, Envato Elements is an amazing, huge website where you can find all the assets for basically any project that you are creating. They have millions of stock photos, stock videos, audio files, sound effects. They have a bunch of 3D models, and that's my favorite part there because you can rotate them and position them however you want and use them in your composite like we will do with the astronaut today. And also they are expanding their 3D model assets all the time. Also, they have huge font library. They have a bunch of Premiere Pro, After Effects, DaVinci Resolve, Final Cut Pro, transitions, intros, outros, and bunch of other templates and much more. And all of that for just $16.5 per month. And all the content is licensed and you can download unlimited assets, which is amazing. So if you want to check it out, follow the links down there in the description and apply for Envato Elements. Enjoy all the content there. Right now, let's go back to the video. So this astronaut is one of 3D models from Envato Elements, and what I will do here is to make the astronaut really small, so to have impression that the cave is really big. So I'll put it somewhere here. Okay, like this, why not? And also I'm thinking about making this spaceship a bit bigger, just a bit bigger, like that. And let's go with layer mask and with a brush. So what I want to do here is just to brush out this part right there, this shadow here, and we can add a little bit more of the shadow in the multiply blending mode just to cover this a little bit better. Okay, that's cool. And also, so let's go, this is shadow. Okay, this is a spaceship, and I will group everything to a spaceship. Okay, so astronaut, I will again group this and add the shadow here. But before that, let's make now the astronaut a bit bigger. So let's see, compared to the spaceship, it will be here inside. Yeah, it needs to be a little bit smaller, something like that. So let's say this is pretty okay. Move it here, and we can make a shadow. Again, into multiple blending mode. You know the drill. You saw me doing this so much time. So this is a shadow that will not practically too much visible, but it comes from this light right there, and definitely it's a little bit more diffuse shadow. Also, we need to darken the astronaut, so I will go with exposure, clip it to affect only the astronaut, darken it like that, and now I will just go around the astronaut with the black color, and let's go 100%, no, 100% opacity, but a little bit softer brush because it's diffuse light. I don't want this. So let's see, a little bit around the astronaut here. The astronaut is pixelized because it's so small, but this will be noticeable. So we have this, and let's see. Yeah, we can do it. So also we can go and feather the mask a little bit, and I really like it. So this is pretty good because this will be really small. The astronaut is pretty small and everything. It will not be so visible. We can make everything maybe a little bit bigger, but this is nice. Also, what I want to do here is to add that monument. I made the monument in the Blender. I will not show you that part, but I will just put it in. Okay, so let's put the monument right there. This is a Blender part, and what I want to do here is just add a layer mask and to erase these parts from Blender. Okay, that's pretty cool. And we can add a shadow here. Let's put everything into monument group. Oops. Okay, and that shadow here will actually go and cover this part right there. So I will use soft brush and cover this because this will be darker from the monument. Perfect. And what we can do here is to add a little bit of the rays. So I will go with this color. Yeah, I can go like this, maybe a bit bigger, like that, just some rays here, and add a layer mask and just do something like this, just small impression that there's some rays going out of this. And also I can add another layer, put it into linear dodge blending mode and go with darker tone and just add a little bit of the glow here and there. Okay, so maybe like this a little bit. These rays can be less big, like that. So the next step here is to color grade this photo manipulation to look like it's a grab from a Hollywood movie scene. And that will bring this photo manipulation to completely another level. So to learn how to do that, check my video right here about color grading and learn how to color grade your photos and bring them to completely another level. Until then, practice, experiment, and see you next week in next fun episode. Bye bye.